see here. Can I borrow you? Can I borrow you? Let's see here. Can I borrow you? Yes, come here. Can I borrow you? People. Stop. Go ahead. Can I borrow you? If you are a father today, I want you to raise your hand. And, we're going to get you a little gift. It's a little devotion book. And this devotion book is called Rooted in Christ. I know most men don't like to read. So, but I want to say this to you. This is a month of devotions. And on Sunday, it's a Saturday or a Sunday, but there's a day of rest there that we don't do. We work 7 days a week and our minds never rest. If your mind doesn't rest, you become a jerk at home. If you don't rest, you become a jerk at home. So, what I'm going to do is how many dads do we have over here? Can you raise your hand if you're a dad? Can you please stand? Can you take those over there for me, please? How many dads do we have in this section right here? Take a couple over there, you take this section. How many dads do we have here? Can you please stand, please? Can you take those over there, please? Yes. If they're standing, you give them a deal. How many dads do we have over here? Can y'all please stand? You take those over there. Anyone more?
You got one. Oh, there you go.
He's counting. Anyone more, buddy? I got one more. Come on. Come on back up here. Go give it. See that guy over there? Oh, there you go. You got one. Did everybody get one? Did you get one, please, John? Can y'all give these guys a hand, please? Thank you. You can be seated. Thank you. You can be seated. All right. If you have someone that's not here that you would like for them to have this, I want you to take one as well. I'm going to personally deliver these. He's going to $5. Anybody else? Come on. Yes. Read up. Yes. Look up there. Yes, sir, Kevin. Any one or two? Anybody else need any extra? One? Anybody else? Everybody good?
No, Paula's going to be dropping off some food to Brother Boyce and them. They need to take one of those in.
He's got his son David. Okay. David's got 3, 4. Do one for him. All right. All right. I want to show this video, and I need your undivided attention to watch this video, but I want to say this. I'm not here to beat up no men. And some of you women are having to be mom and dad because dad hasn't stepped up yet. So let's watch this video. Real quiet, please.
David said to Saul, "Your servant has been heaping his father's sheep. When a lion or a bear came and carried off a sheep from the flock, I went after it, struck it, and rescued the sheep from its mouth. When it turned on me, I seized it by its hair, struck it, and killed it. Your servant has killed both the lion and the bear. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Daddy wants to tell you the story that my father told me.
And all God's people said, right. I want all the little kids to come up here for me, please. If you're a teenager, you can come too. If you're a child, you want to come, you're more welcome. But I want all the little kids. So like children's church kids, I want you to come. Come and sit right around here. I want to show you something. Yeah, where you want to come sit? I want to sit on this top seat right here. Just come and have a seat right here. Anywhere right here. I want you to sit right here. I want you to look for it. If you're a kid, if you want to come, just come and sit. Just come over here this way. You can sit. I want to read you a little story. Dads, moms, this is a beginner's Bible. It's a little story that you can read to your kids at night. It only takes a few minutes. Just one story a night before they go to sleep. And this is something that I didn't do. This is what my wife did. This is what Chelsea does to her little girls. I want to tell you that as a pastor, I failed my children. I was worried about me. I had to provide. And I missed out. You saw the man in the video. He got busy and he couldn't spend time with his son. Listen, we all need money. We all need to make a living. But these kids homeschool for a little while. And if we don't teach them when they're small, when they grow up, they're not going to turn back to the Word of God. They're going to go to the world. They're going to go to other people. They're going to put time into them. And if you're a dad and you haven't been doing it, it only takes a minute. I did have some glasses on. Hi, Sammy. I believe I got this book at a garage sale, or somebody donated it to me. It's been ripped out. Half of the book is gone. There's only a portion of it. As a matter of fact, 200 pages have been ripped out of this little book. But it's still kicking. I'm going to be in page, let me see where I want to go. Here we are. I want to read the book about Naaman. This is in 2 Kings chapter 5. It says, right here, it says, Naaman was a leader of a great army. His wife had a little servant girl from Israel. But Naaman was sad and worried that he had a sickness called leprosy. It was a very bad sickness. It was all over his face, all over his body, and he just cried and he was sad and he needed some help. So the little servant girl said, one day the servant girl said to Naaman's wife, I wish Naaman would go see Elisha. And Elisha would help him get well. So Naaman went to Elisha's house, and Elisha told him, go to the Jordan River and wash yourself 7 times there, then you will be well. That's all he had to do, but that's all he had to do. So all he had to do was go to the river, wash 7 times, and he would be well. But check this out. This sounded real silly to Naaman. was angry. He just got mad over nothing. I could wash in my own rivers at home, he said. They are better. But Naaman's servant said, do what Elisha said. It is easy. It is an easy thing to do. So Naaman went to the Jordan River. He washed 7 times, and he was well, just as Elijah said he would be. I want to say this. God says that if we love him, we accept his son, that we will have eternity. We will have life everlasting. He said that we can pray for sick people and they'll be well. He said we can pray for daddy and daddy will do better. He said we can pray for mommy and she'll do better. He said we could pray for sickness and we'll get well. Wouldn't you want to do that? But see, Naaman didn't believe, and the servant told him, go do what Elijah said. So I'm telling you, do what God tells you to do, and God will bless you. He'll bless your home. He'll bless your children when you grow up and have your own children. Generation after generation after generation, if you read God's word to them, they will grow just like you will. Does anybody have any questions? No? Would you like to pray for us out? Okay? Go ahead. Don't come over here and say it. Come over here. So they can hear you.
Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, please come to us today. And says, all the ones who are sick, all the ones who are lost, all the ones who are homeless. And people who are afraid, they just don't know God. Jesus.
Amen. Y'all give them a hand. Thank you, guys. I want you to be honest with me. How long did that take? A couple of minutes. A couple of minutes a day will change your child's life forever and ever. We had a Bible study last night, and I asked the Bible study, the question I asked, can a conversation change your life? I want to ask you, can a conversation change your life? I can't hear you. Yes, it can. A conversation can change everything. This morning, I'm just so thankful to be here. I don't want to beat nobody up. I don't want to beat up dads. I know the moms are real special. But what gets me here is I think us men, and I'm saying us, I'm part of it. It's very seldom that you see kids clinging to a dad. They cling to mom. Why? Because what, Legion? Because they're the caregivers. Why else? They're what? So the child doesn't want to be around the discipline. They don't want to be around the bad guy. More accessible. They show them more love or some love? More? Kidding. All right. I was going to make sure we're all on the same page. I'll drop kick a kid. I'm going to tell you. Okay, thank you. I want to have a word of prayer before I get sidetracked. Father, right now, I just pray you anoint me, Lord. Take all the impurities out of my heart, mind, and soul, Lord, and fill me with your love. Fill me with your compassion, Father. Lord, plow the fields of each one of our hearts, including mine, Lord, and speak to us through your word. And Lord, be with those that are so going through hard times right now. In Jesus' name we pray. And all God's people said. Jessica, did you want to come say hi to them right quick? She's got to say hi. Hi. Marcus, I don't know if y'all know this, but Marcus took his girls. That we left Montana, and Marcus drove on across to Utah and to Arizona. And we have one of the ladies that are online. That's Miss Rhonda's cousin, second cousin, I think. But she's been online with us on Bible studies. Well, Marcus went and surprised them last night. right after Bible study, he had to call her husband to let her know that he was coming, so that way there would be no offense there. They're listening to my story. But her husband had to lie to her and say there was a coworker coming. Well, Marcus was a coworker. And anyway, they were so blessed. And I just know that Marcus was just so welcomed. And they wouldn't let him leave. He had to stay there with them last night. And just the hospitality was just beyond him. What God can do through a little Bible study. And I'm going to ask again, can a conversation change your life? Yes, it can. Because it's through word of mouth. It's through how we act and react to people, how we receive people, how we love people, and they can see the realness of it. So, yes, it can. This morning, as I turned over the scriptures that just went to town with me, I want to turn to Ephesians 6:4. Ephesians 6:4, and I'm in the New King James. Cody, if you don't mind. Ephesians. I did not mark my spots here because I didn't know exactly where I would be going. So this is fresh to me as well. Ephesians 6:4. If you're there, say amen. If you don't have a Bible, just write these scriptures down. If you have a piece of paper to write this down. Before I read this, I want to say this to you, to all of you. We went to the Pro Nations to do a revival, and we got there on Saturday. The blessings that happened are beyond measure. First of all, our church, we booked the whole trip about 6 months ago. In February is when we booked it before the virus hit. Without asking, we didn't want to impose on the young pastor and his wife. So Regina got our flight, got our motel, got a car to rent to get there. And anyway, we got this. The rain came. Issues happened here at work. Things just got really bad here. Well, Brother Boyce and Brother Don, some of the council got together, and they said, we want to pay for their trip. We don't want them to pay for anything. They told Regina. So I'm out in the parking lot. We were somewhere, and Regina said, I have something to tell you. She said, Brother Boyce called and said, we're not paying for anything. The church is going to provide the air flight, all this stuff. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm crying on the side of the road wherever we were, and I just couldn't believe what God was doing. So when Regina and I got to the airport, as we're getting on the plane, we're getting on, and I was going to sit with this other lady, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to be sitting next to this woman for the next 3.5 hours, and I was real hesitant. I'm thinking, I don't know that I want to do this. And what choice do I have? You have to sit where the airplane ticket is. So then I said, honey, why don't we switch? So Regina says, what do you want me to do? Regina was already sitting down. I said, can we switch? And she said, switch what? I said, your seat. I said, can I sit here? You sit here? And she said, I guess. So when Regina got up, the other lady came that was going to sit with her. I thought, oh, this is not good. So I'm just thinking, not that I was going to do anything, but just the thought. There's no room in an airplane. You are touching the person who's sitting next to you. You ever rented a plane? They're like this, and I'm not a small guy. So anyway, the lady just walked up to Regina and said, I'll switch with you. You sit here with her, and I'll sit there. I said, are you serious? Thank you, ma'am. So Regina and I got to sit together. We get to the car place in Montana to get the car rental, and the lady said, I'm sorry, ma'am, all the cars are gone. But she said, but you know what, we're going to upgrade you to a nicer car for the same price. So they upgraded a nicer car. So then we get to the hotel, and they say, your hotel's been booked. There's no more rooms for the king-size room. I said, are you serious? So then she goes, well, sir, sorry for the inconvenience. We're going to put you on in an upgraded suite. I mean, it was like a dream. So we got a suite with, closed door. I had my place where I could study. Just unreal. It's like we had the penthouse at the hotel. It was just so nice. So anyway, on the way back home, we're sitting in the airport. It's a little bitty airport. And we're sitting there, and I'm over here in my little deal. I'm looking at some notes and stuff. And the lady comes on there and says, Augustine. I'm thinking, she goes, honey, that's you. So I walk over there, and she said, sir, we changed your seating so you can sit with your party. I didn't ask anybody anything. And I don't know if any of y'all know this, but Regina lost her license 2 days before we were going to go on the flight. And I said, honey, it's no big deal. And I just saw concern on her face. And she said, honey, I can't get on the plane without my driver's license. I said, oh, that's not good. That's not good. But God made all that happen. just want to tell you all this, that God did so much for us on this trip. Not only our faith, not only the blessings, but the people that he put in our path. The people that he's put in your path. And I'm saying all that so that you can understand that God's giving you a family. God's giving you children. God's giving you people in your life to pour into what we're fixing to talk about. To pour into a little study. Pour into, when he was telling the story to his son was dreaming and was fighting the giant. But you saw that when the giant came up, the dad stepped up and fought the giant for him. That's our Heavenly Father fighting for us. That we get in his way a lot of times when he wants to fight for us. So Ephesians 6:4 says, and ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and the abomination of the Lord. And I had to look these words up because I didn't quite understand what they meant to me. So what it's saying here is to nurture, to training, and to bringing up with a proper focus. The other word, abomination, is to be gentle and to be friendly, to counsel and give warning against, to have a better insight of what we're doing. I was talking to a brother a while ago about an issue that we had, just a little misunderstanding. If we lose our witness to people, how are we going to invite them to church? Why would they want to come and hear God's word if we're going to be violent to them, or yell at them, or cuss them, or maybe mistreating them? It goes the same way with our children. I remember one of the biggest deals was to me is we had a young lady in our church that was really upset about some things. And we were talking about some deacons in our church, and she said, I don't trust deacons. I said, what's going on? She said, my husband was a deacon, and he abused her. He did some things that violated her, violated their children, just violated the whole home and his friends, and he was just bad news. Listen to me. God's words he gives us instruction on how to live, how to act and react, and not everybody does it. So don't put your faith in a person. We have to put our faith in the Lord Jesus Christ, the cross. That's it. Sometimes we're going to fail as that example. And too many of us are dwelling on things that don't even exist, or we put our faith in somebody else. But I do want to say that I'm asking this, and this is just my prayer that I had. When you pray, ask God how to discipline your children. Ask him, how do you punish your child? How do you show them with love what they're doing wrong or what they need to do right? I remember one incident, when one of our members had an issue with one of his daughters, and he was ready to just blow up. And I said, did your daughter know? Well, she should have known. I said, but did she know? He said, I don't think so. I said, why don't you give her a grace card and tell her that you're gonna pass on any kind of punishment. Just tell her that you love her and tell her that not to do it again. That the next time she does it, there'll be consequences. Just me saying that to him brought tension off of him. And then when he said it to his daughter melted and confessed some things that he would have never thought she would have confessed. And it bonded their relationship. Too many times we want to do things our way and not God's way. The thing is whenever we ask God to help us to discipline our children, a lot of times we want to take matters into our own hands. He will give us instruction with love. Be Christ-like in all that we do for our kids. Don't stop loving them. They need us. If you turn your back on your child, who will they go to? I want to ask this openly. Who will your kids go to if you tell them to leave you, to step away, to go somewhere else and get out of your face? Who will they go to? Jennifer, can you tell me? To the bad crowd. Billy John, who will our kids go to? We show them the way. What is it? Anywhere but home. Ashley? To the wrong crowd. And once they get to that wrong crowd will manipulate them to do bad things so they can get what they need, so they can make these kids more corrupt. Make people more corrupt. It's the same thing as grown-ups. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. We're children to God. I want you to turn with me to Colossians 3:19. Colossians 3:19. I want to sit here for just a second. Colossians 3:19. I'm in the New King James here. I'm talking to the husbands here. Husbands, love your wives and do not be bitter toward them. Do you know how easy it is that when we don't get our way, we put walls up and we start putting walls up and we start causing divisions between? And even though we walk in the house, it's not that we don't love them, it's we don't want them around us. It's like we have to put walls up because we didn't get our way. I know because I'm that guy. We don't want to talk to them, we're short. Well, what's wrong with you? I didn't say nothing. What you talking to me? You know, get at you. Can I get a witness bullet? But John, you know what? I'm walk in and stomp around, get a car cut. What's wrong with them? Kids, just, y'all come on, kids. Daddy's mad right now, just come on. That's what Jimmy used to do to the kids. Because Daddy had to be the king of the house. Pay the bills here. That's not what he said here. That's not what the Lord said. That's not what he said in his word. He said, husbands, love your wives and do not be bitter toward them. Verse 20 says, children, obey your parents in all things. There's a part that says all things. What does that say? It's all. Right? How many of y'all, your kids don't do what you tell them? They don't do all things like you tell them. Raise your hands. I want them real high. I'm just so glad y'all participated this morning. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Now, y'all know y'all are children. Are y'all obeying everything that God told you to do? Oh, bam! Spank it. He gonna get Mr. Pow Pow out. I know y'all ain't doing everything like He told you to do, because we're His children. Does that help? Can we relate to that, or is everybody? Or do we have a perfect person in the church? Because it sure ain't me. Oh, David says he's got one right over here. He said, children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well-pleasing to the Lord. Verse 21 says, fathers, do not provoke your children, lest they become discouraged. This is something really huge. If you have a pen or a pencil, underline verse 21. It says this. I'm going to read that in the NLT. It says, fathers, do not aggravate your children, or they will become discouraged. Do not aggravate, do not agitate, do not tick off your children. What happens when your child has done its very best, has done everything perfect, and you look and say, look at what you did. You start yelling at your child till he calls them to wrath, and it causes them just to throw their hands up and say, I'm not good enough. I'll just quit. I'll just stop doing what I'm doing. And discouragement sets in. When discouragement sets in, then it's, do I go to drugs? Do I go to my friends? Do I go to the people that are going to show me? Because I'm not going to talk to mom and dad because I'm not good enough for them. This goes to wives. This goes to husbands. When we are knocked down, we get discouraged and we want to give up and say, I'm not doing this anymore. Is that what Jesus did? No. He went all out. He did everything that the Father told him to do. Even when he got spit on, even when he was ridiculed, even when he was beaten, even when he was crucified, he did everything that the Father told him to do. Well, what is God telling us to do here? What is He telling us to do? I'm asking. He said, obey. What else did He say? Don't anger your children. Do you know how hard that is not to do? Because our kids want to do things their way and not our way. It's so easy to get mad. It's so easy to be upset. It's so easy to just throw your hands up. I have a few things I wrote down. Children need to be loved first. They need that special love. They need firm discipline, but with love and gentleness. That was number 2. It says they need firm discipline with love and gentleness. And you say, well, how can you give them love and how can you be firm and give them discipline? Do you know that every child wants to be disciplined correctly? When you know what's right, they don't know because they're little kids. It's really funny, like I can ask Sammy to do something for me, and she won't do it. I mean, she just won't. She ain't scared of me. One day I was eating pudding, and she said, I want some. I said, well, you can't have it. It's mine. She went in the kitchen, got her own spoon. I'm sitting here on my recliner with my pudding right here, And she walked over to my pudding and dipped it, and then looked at me, and she took off and went. Now, brave little girl took my pudding, my banana pudding. Now, when Lugina says something to her, she don't play, she'll do it. And Chelsea's the same way. When Chelsea says something, she moves. Why don't she move when I say something? Lugina, you're not even here right now. Why don't my granddaughter do what I say when I say it?
That's right.
Thanks. We play too much and we lose that respect. We lose that authority because I want to play with her, so I'm at her age. I ain't nobody to her. He ain't gonna do Mr. Bow because Mimi will get it. And she knows she's protected by Mimi. You heard me say I'll drop kick her? She said, you ain't drop kick her. Not while I'm here. Isn't that what Mimi said? Keep on, Mimi. The point I'm trying to make is this. As a parent, and hear me what I want to say, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings here. You cannot be your child's best friend. You have to be the grown-up. You have to teach them what's right and wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a relationship with your parent, but you can't be like kids at school. You can't just let them do whatever. There has to be a guideline. There has to be order. There has to be a respect there that you have to have a guideline. What is your guideline? Is it your guideline or is it God's guideline? Because when God speaks, His word don't come back void. Am I making sense right now? I'm just making sure because I want to make sure that we're on the same page. And it goes back to reading. It goes back to having that word of foundation that your children are going to know what God's authority is when we speak that into existence. So, I'm saying all that. And then number 4 says this. This is to the single parents. Single parents sometimes can't spend the time with kids like they would like. But the kids need guidelines. They need boundaries to know where they can go and where they can't cross. A lot of parents and grandparents are having to be mom and dad because mom and dad ain't around. Or moms are around and dads aren't, or dads are around and moms are not. It goes either way. And then we're trying to flop life. We're trying to get time for us. We're trying to find time for me, then the kids, and then we push the kids off. Here, baby, go play with this video game. Here, go play. It's okay, go play. That's what we tell them. Do we not? We give them a little computer. We give them a little, what do you call those little tablets? Here, go play. Those kids will play hours and hours and hours on those tablets. I'm not here to beat nobody up. These kids need security and they need structure. Some parents or dads don't get on with their kids because they won't love them. They're afraid that they're not going to love them. They're afraid that they're going to be mad at them. They're afraid what little bit of time they have, they're going to discipline them, just like David said a while ago. The kids are going to hate, I hate you because that's all you do is gripe at me. Cody, how is that? Why does that happen? Why is it that the little bit of time we have, hey, you can't do that. And then they get mad. I don't want to talk to you no more. I hate you. And then they don't talk to you. They hang up on you. And then you're like, man, how do you do it, Cody? That puts a lot of fear in people. And that's why they don't want to tell nobody because they don't want to hurt their feelings. But Cody, what's the truth? What's the truth? What do we need to do? And you got to know what's right and wrong. Well, here it is. And hear me what I'm going to say to you. God's word never comes back void. When you tell someone God's holy word, not your philosophy, not what your grandma said, what your grandpa said, God's holy word. Jesus went to the devil, Satan himself, and said, it is written. It is written what he was supposed to do. And I want to say this to all of you right here, right now. And I don't care if you're praying for your husband, praying for your wife, or praying for a brother or cousin, trying to get them to come to church, or trying to get them to turn, trying to get them to come and be a part. You put God's word on them, and you tell them how it is. And you give them the consequences. You don't ever hear preachers, anybody you hear on TV, I haven't heard nobody talk. On the TV people that I've seen, I've not heard them talk about hell. You'll go to hell if you don't accept Jesus. You'll go to hell if you don't repent from your sins and accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. I haven't heard it. If you haven't, tell me what preacher you're listening to this. I want to hear it. They're trying to be sugarcoating all this. They're trying to dummy it down, or trying to sugarcoat it down, or water it down to we can accept social science so we can get more people in here. We don't want to. Brother Augustine, we don't want to offend them. We need them. They got to pay the bills here. That's not the way it works. God pays the bills here. God brings the money here. God will provide. All you got to do is be there, be ready to receive. But your child, a while ago, I had one of these young ladies pray a while ago. I didn't twist her arm to pray. She prayed because she wanted to. Out of all the kids, she wanted to pray. This is my thing. You look at a bunch of empty chairs here. Everybody's got the same opportunity to come here and get the word. Now, some are online right now, but I'm telling you, too many of the sheep are out doing something else. They should be over here eating from the trough. Some are working, so we understand some have to work. Some have to work as their own schedule, but there's some that just don't want to be here. Listen, our days are numbered. Christ is coming back. And it may be here sooner than you think. And you don't have to be, we don't need to wait for the rapture to happen. You can die today and you're going to go meet Jesus real quick. It can happen. I want to close with this. This beat me up pretty good. It was in that video. It says, train up a child in the way that he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. How is that? How is it that happens that way? It says this. Many parents want to make all the choices for their children. What I want to say to you is right here. You that have little kids, grandkids, go talk to your kids' teachers. Talk to the grandparents. Talk to parents. Talk to people that know your kids outside of your realm and see what they're working with. Every child here is different. Every child needs to be taught differently. I've told many pastors, different people that want to teach me things. And I say, you got to go easy on me because I don't understand. And y'all may not understand what I'm going to tell you. I don't do songs. I don't relate to songs very well. I've told Lucia this is our song and secular songs, and she goes, honey, do you know what they're saying? The music is what I listen to, and the guy was saying, I'm going to have another girlfriend, and you're going to be on the side. And she goes, honey, are you sure this is the song? I said, yeah, this is our song, honey. She goes, no, it's not. I had no idea. It sounded beautiful. It was elegant. It was just, I said, here, hold my hand. She goes, honey. She said, I ain't going to hold your hand. Do you hear what he's saying? I said, honey, it's a beautiful song. I said, just hold my hand. We're so easily deceived, and I process very differently. And I'm saying this to you. All I know is I ask God to give me spiritual eyes, that I see the broken in the people, that I'm not looking at what they did or what they didn't do, that I'm not walking in flesh, but I walk in spirit. But I said, what do you need? And they look at me like, are you kidding right now? They're like, this guy's asking me what I need. I said, that's what I said. I said, what do you need? There's a difference between a need and a want. Jesus went to the watering hole, and a man that laid there paralyzed, paraplegic, however you say it, he laid there, was waiting. When the water moved, whoever jumped in first got healed. And Jesus says, do you want to be made well today? Do you know what he said? He said, everybody feeds me in there. That's not what Jesus asked him. He said, do you want to be made well today? All he had to do was say yes. If he was sick, all he had to do was say yes. They beat me in there every time. I just can't get in there. I want to ask you this right now. If you haven't been the dad, you haven't been the mom, I know this is Father's Day, but this mothers are having to be dads right now, and dads have to be moms. I'm asking you right now, do you want to be made well today? Do you want to be made well today? You can come without an excuse. Oh, I just can't get, no. The Lord will come and meet you where you are. All you got to do is come and show up. He will bless you. He will anoint you. All you got to do is ask. These children will not know God's word unless we speak it to them and read it to them and let them see the pictures. As they look at the pictures and they grow up, they're going to see when the preacher's preaching goes, oh, that was the story that my mom used to read to me. Oh, that's the story that my dad used to read. And they're going to get a little deeper in the word, a little bit deeper. They're going to go, I want to know more about that story. And they're going to be hungry for it. But when someone tells me something that that's not what my mom and dad read, I read this, and they're going to know the truth because they heard it and they memorized it from a little kid. I want to ask a dumb question. I want to get a young one here. What is your name? Camille, how old are you, Camille? 6. Do you know where you live, Camille? Where do you live? What is it? Where was that? Okay. So if there was an emergency at your house, let's say Mommy got real sick and there was an emergency, what would you do? There's nobody around. It's just you and her. She's bleeding to death in the kitchen. She's bleeding to death, and you have nobody that can help you. Who would you call? How would you call an ambulance? Don't call it. Let me get over here. Who would you call? Oh, can you say that a little louder? Come here. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah. I want you to say it. I want you to stand right up here. Stand up here and I want you to scream it out as loud as you can. Exactly what you just said. Just as loud as you can. Loud, loud, loud.
911.
Okay. Okay, stop right there. Come on. Okay. Do you know why she knows how to dial 911? I didn't tell her anything. This just popped up. Do you know why she knows how to dial 911? Who taught you that? Oh, God taught you that? Well, you're boom! Okay. Okay, where's it on that? That little girl just punked me. What I want to say to you is this. Do you know who to call when you get in trouble? And 911 can't help you. 911 can't help you. The only one that can help is God. Whoever said it over here. He's the only one that can restore us. He's the only one that can give us forgiveness. He's the only one that can take the bitterness out. He's the only one that can help us teach our children what we need to do for them. He's the only one that can bring us peace. Let's stand. Father, right now, as people are standing around in the building, Lord, Father, for those that are out there in the social media, Lord, Father, you're the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through you, Jesus. Father, I just pray if there's someone here that needs you, and Father, they need to come and step up. Do they want to be made well today? Do you want to be made well today? If you need that prayer, you come right now. In Jesus' name.